Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Smoking Syndicate. I'm your host, Ben Lee, here in the Tatooine Studios in beautiful Black Mountain, North Carolina. And for this review, we're going to be taking a look at the Shady Moose from Forged Cigars. How did it do? Stay tuned and find out. The Forged Cigars Shady Moose has come out at the last year's PCA 2023 cigar trade show. Now, this is a more budget-friendly cigar. It actually is only $4.99 for this cigar. Now, this cigar has an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper, a Mexican binder with fillers from the United States, Colombian, Nicaraguan, and the Dominican Republic. It's made in Honduras at HATSA, which is the Honduran American Tobacco SA. Now, this is a pretty nice to see something like this come out, because a lot of stuff we've been seeing lately, the prices have been just going more and more and more expensive. Where it used to be like the price point of like the sweet spot was $6 to $8, then it went to like 8 to 10, 10 to 12, and now hell, it's up in the $14-16 range, where you're getting to see most of the new cigar lines coming out, and that usually between $14-16. Limited releases, forget about it. They're getting to be real expensive. So it's nice to see a lot of these cigar companies actually coming out with a more budget-friendly option. And one that's only $4.99 per cigar, that's a really good price for these. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a closer look at this cigar. Now, if you look at the wrapper, it's not a very oily wrapper and not the most beautiful wrapper either. It's a little bit slightly mottled, light tan color, as you can see there. And it actually feels a little dry to the touch. You know, it's not much oils on this. Like, it's not dried out or nothing, but I'm just saying it feels a little, I don't know, a little dry to the touch. But not too bad. Anyway, even for $4.99, it's a pretty good looking cigar. Looks really well constructed. The cap is really well applied as well. You know, overall, I mean, it's a nice cigar. Look at the band is kind of crazy looking though. You can see that. A moose with shades on, smoking a cigar. Kind of cartoony, but it goes with, I guess, the theme, right? Anyway, let's I'm gonna go ahead and cut the cap, and let's see how it is. The draw is pretty good. It's a little bit looser than that milkshake draw that I like to usually have, but it's not bad. There's not a whole lot of flavor on the cold draw. Mostly what I get is a lot of like dry woods and a little bit of earthiness. Maybe just a hint of like hay as well. I'm gonna go ahead and light this up, get into it a little bit, and I'll be back to let you know my overall impressions of the cigar. See you in a second. Buddy, I'm back. Let me end the cigar a little bit. Tap that ash off. Now, on the first start of this cigar, I get so notes that dry wood, earthiness, black pepper, which is a hint of like a lemon zest, kind of brightens it all up. The cigar has a little bit of an acrid taste to it as well. It's a little bit kind of unbalanced to me. Not really bad, but I mean, it's a little bit much. With that dry woody note and the earthiness, kind of mixed in with a little bit of that lemon zest, it feels like it wants to go in two different directions. It's kind of weird. But anyway, retrohale what gives a really strong white pepper and that woody note as well. And I would say it's probably medium to mild in body, and pretty much the same with flavor and strength as well. The second third, it kind of like loses a little bit of flavor. I get the dry woods, but I get like a wet cardboard flavor. Now I know it's wet cardboard, not really flavor, but the kind of that smell of that of wet cardboard. You know, you have to smell it sometimes when cardboard gets wet. That's kind of the aroma that comes off of it. With the black pepper, but it does have a hint of sweetness in the second third as well. Around the midway point, I did get like a little hint of a nutmeg note to go along with it, which was pretty nice actually. But it was really faint. It was kind of in the background. Burning construction so far has been really, really good. Retrohale is pretty much the same. Now, when it gets to the final third of the cigar, it's not really much has changed, except at the end, it kind of develops a slight sourness about it. So it's an okay cigar. I mean, for $4.99, you can't expect too much, right? But it was pretty good. I mean, it was okay, nothing spectacular. I mean, but for $4.99, you know, it did okay, I guess you could say. It's not really something I will probably go back to. It's because there's a lot of stuff that I prefer that's kind of more in this same realm that I think is a lot better, honestly. Several house blends, actually, from some of my shops I frequent, you know, seem a little bit have a better job. Now, will age help these cigars? I don't know. These cigars, I've had them for several months, and this is the fifth one that I've smoked now. And I'll be honest, I don't think so, because when I first got these, they actually smoked better when they were fresher, to be honest. And to me, as they've aged, they've got a little bit worse, actually. So, but I mean, this is a good knock around cigar. Cutting the grass, going on the golf course. You don't really have much of paint, pages to it or whatever. You're doing chores, whatever, or you want to give it to a friend. You go like a good example. If you're going out somewhere, you got some cigars. There's always gonna be someone who's like, "Hey man, you got an extra cigar?" This wouldn't be a bad one to give out. I mean, mostly the flavors are there, but with that really mild body, it's okay. It's an okay cigar, which means it's perfect to give out to that person that says, "Hey, you got an extra cigar I can have?" So why not? It's okay for that. But to me, it's not something I'll probably return to. I'm gonna score it at 82. I mean, it's good for what it is. Price point's really good, but it's just not for me. I'm gonna pass on these. So anyway, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.